Welcome to another episode of Stezworld. I'm your host Steven, and today we're going to talk about on how to save money when using your debit card overseas and which are the best travel banks to have. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. So you guys want to save money on using your debit card while traveling internationally or even domestically? Here are my top 3 banks to use when you are traveling around, or these are the best checking accounts with a debit card to use if you are a frequent traveler or just a random traveler. If you guys just want to have a simple checking and savings account, or here are my top 3. I'm going to go from best to least best. My number 1 bank to use as a traveler or a frequent traveler is Schwab Bank. Schwab, as the majority of people know, they are a brokerage firm where you actually put in money to invest in stock market. But if you guys did not know, there is, or they do have, a checking and savings account. And one of the best features, especially on their checking account, is they have a unlimited rebates on foreign use of an ATM. Here's an example. If I have a checking account with Schwab, I could use to any ATM machine. Then I could, let's say I go up to an ATM machine, a Chase ATM machine. I withdraw money. Chase is gonna charge me $5 because I am not a customer of their service. So at the end of the month cycle, Schwab is going to rebate me that $5 that Chase charged me. And the best part of it is not just for domestic use, but also international use. So that means, let's say if I travel to Brazil and I go to a Brazilian local bank, let's say Itaú is one of the major banks in Brazil, they charge me, let's say Itaú charged me $5 again, and at the end of the month cycle, Schwab is actually going to rebate me that $5 that Itaú Bank in Brazil charged me. So I could use any ATM around the world and I'm going to get a rebate. And here's the cherry on top. Like I mentioned earlier, when you use a debit card internationally, most banks, they're going to charge you a 3% up to 5% foreign transaction fee. But Schwab does not charge you a foreign transaction fee. So you're going to save money on the ATM fees, and they're not going to charge you on the foreign transaction fee. That's why Schwab is my number 1 choice for travelers to have a checking account. Also, there's no minimums. There is no minimums to use this checking account, which is another plus. I recommend having this checking account because there's other banks that do offer this service, but let's say for example Chase, they will require you to have a $75,000 minimum balance in order to get ATM rebates worldwide. And pretty much the majority of my viewers do not have that much money. Maybe 1 or 2 do, but that's a lot of money to save up in order to you could have that privilege of not getting charged a foreign transaction fee or a rebate or receiving rebates on ATM usage, on foreign ATM usage. So also, like I mentioned just moments ago, Schwab also have a savings account which also have the same benefits, but I prefer having the checking account. If you guys are interested of joining Schwab Bank for this feature, I'm gonna leave a referral link down below where you actually could get $100, but you gotta deposit $1,000 into the brokerage account, because in order to have a checking account with Schwab, you need to have a brokerage account or open up a brokerage account in order to have the checking account. So deposit $1,000 into the brokerage account, leave it for 45 days, and pretty much after 45 days, you're going to get a $100 bonus into the brokerage account just for opening up a new account with Schwab. But this is only good for new Schwab customers. So if you had a Schwab account, chances are you will not get this $100 bonus. But if you never had an account with them, this is your opportunity to get $100 bonus. I'm gonna leave the referral link down below, but I do not get credit. You will get credit for opening up a new brokerage account. My second best checking account to use is a Capital One 360 account. Capital One 360 account is an online bank. There are branches around certain cities where there's Capital One. For example, New York, I know some in Virginia and some in Texas, but they're mostly a online checking account where pretty much they have an all-point access. They have a network, an ATM network in the all-point where you could actually withdraw cash for pretty much free. There is zero minimum balance in order to have this account. And also when you travel internationally, if there is a all-point network ATM in a foreign country, chances are it's going to be free when you withdraw money. Another plus where you have with Capital One 360 is that there's no foreign transaction fees on their debit card purchases, and also when you withdraw money from a foreign ATM domestically and internationally. So they're not going to charge you a foreign transaction fees when you withdraw money internationally, but the owner may charge you a surcharge for using their ATM for not being their client. So Capital One is not going to reimburse it. For example, if I go to an ATM, let's go back to the example in Brazil, and I withdraw money from an ATM and the bank is going to charge me $5. Pretty much I'm only going to pay $5 for using their ATM, but I am not going to get charged a foreign transaction fee. So like I mentioned, most of the ATM, to get the free everything, no charge on the ATM plus zero foreign transaction fee, you have to use an ATM within the all-point network. So when you use a ATM in the United States, there's a whole bunch of these all-point network ATM pretty much spread out the entire country. They're probably maybe over 40,000. So you're not going to have an issue with that. Best part is it's actually like I mentioned earlier, there's no minimum balance to use this checking account. So it's actually very lenient for you, my viewers. And my third and last best bank to use for international travelers and travelers as a whole is TD Bank. TD Bank is a full service bank where they offer a lot of the product compared to the other banks that I mentioned. They have a lot of branches around big cities. The reason why I put it on number 3 is because you need to have a minimum balance of $2,500 US. If you fall below $2,500 US, you're not going to get the unlimited foreign ATM rebates, especially when you're traveling international. So they're going to charge you about $25 a month for the service if you fall below it. If you have a minimum balance of $2,500 or more every day, you could pretty much use any ATM domestically in the United States and also international, and you're going to get a rebate. So those were my top 3 banks to use for frequent travelers. Number 1 is Schwab. Remember, I have a link down in the description where you could get a $100 bonus. Number 2 is Capital One 360, and my number 3 is TD Bank Beyond Checking Account. So I hope you guys enjoy this small informative video, and please subscribe, comment down below, and hit the notification button so you can see more videos like this and also more future travel videos that I will be making soon. I just want to say thank you for watching. I'm your host Steven, and until next time, safe travels.